Resilience, the skill that outlasts talent. Let me tell you something that took me a long time to understand, and even longer to accept. Talent is impressive, but it is fragile. Skill is admirable, but it can fade. Intelligence is powerful, but it can be overwhelmed. There is only one quality I have seen stand tall when everything else collapses, and that quality is resilience. Not the loud kind, not the kind that posts quotes on the wall, but the quiet kind that gets up early when no one is watching and keeps going, when quitting would be easier, faster, and far more comfortable. Years ago, I met a young man who had every advantage you could imagine. Sharp mind, strong education, the kind of charisma that makes doors open before you knock. People would whisper, "That one is going places." And for a while, they were right. Promotions came quickly. Praise followed him like a shadow, and success seemed almost automatic. But then life did what life always does. It tested him. The company changed direction, a project failed, a mentor left. Suddenly, the applause stopped. And without applause, without certainty, without a clear path, that young man didn't know what to do. He had talent, but he had never trained endurance. When the road turned rough, he turned around. Not long after that, I met another individual very different in almost every way. No one ever called him brilliant. No one ever said he was gifted. His beginnings were modest, his resources limited, his progress slow. But there was something about him that caught my attention. When things went wrong, he didn't dramatize them. When plans failed, he didn't collapse. He adjusted, he learned, he stayed. Day after day, year after year, he showed up. Not with excitement every time, not with confidence every time, but with commitment every time. And slowly, almost quietly, his life began to change. That is when I learned a lesson that reshaped the way I see success. Talent may open the door, but resilience keeps you in the room. Talent can get you noticed, but resilience gets the job done. Talent shines brightest at the beginning, but resilience is what carries you through the middle, and the middle is where most people give up. You see, life doesn't defeat us all at once. It wears us down in small daily ways. A rejection here, a delay there, a promise that doesn't materialize, a goal that takes longer than expected. Most people don't quit because of one big failure. They quit because of 1,000 small disappointments they never learned how to endure. Resilience is not about being unbreakable. It is about being breakable and still refusing to stay broken. There was a season in my life when everything seemed to move in the wrong direction. Effort did not equal results. Hard work did not guarantee progress. I did all the right things and still came up short. And I remember thinking, what's the point? That question is dangerous because once you ask it too often, quitting begins to feel logical. But then something remarkable happened. I realized that life wasn't asking me to be perfect. It was asking me to persist. It wasn't demanding that I win every day. It was challenging me to stay in the game. Resilience is the decision to stay when leaving would be easier. It is the ability to absorb disappointment without allowing it to define you. It is the skill of bending without breaking, of learning without bitterness, of continuing without applause. And unlike talent, resilience can be developed by anyone willing to practice it. The problem is that we live in a world that celebrates beginnings more than endurance. We applaud the launch, the announcement, the first win, but we rarely celebrate the person who keeps going when the excitement fades. We admire potential, but we forget to honor perseverance. Yet if you study every great story of achievement, you will find that resilience is always the quiet hero in the background. Think about the farmer who plants seeds knowing full well that storms may come, droughts may linger, and the harvest may take longer than expected. He doesn't abandon the field after one bad week. He understands something deeper. Growth is not an event, it is a process, and processes demand patience. Resilience is patience in motion. Many people say they want success, but what they really want is comfort with rewards. They want progress without pressure, achievement without adversity. But life doesn't work that way. Pressure is not the enemy. It is the instructor. Difficulty is not punishment, it is preparation. Resilience is built every time you choose discipline over despair, effort over excuses, responsibility over blame. I've watched people with extraordinary ability fade away because they believed talent would carry them forever. And I've watched ordinary people build extraordinary lives because they refused to quit when things became ordinary, repetitive, and hard. The difference was never intelligence, it was endurance. There's a moment in every journey when motivation disappears. The excitement wears off, the vision feels distant, and the work feels heavy. That moment is not a sign to stop. It is a test of resilience. Life is asking, will you continue without the emotional reward? Those who answer yes go on to build something meaningful. Those who answer no begin looking for a new beginning, unaware that the same test will meet them there as well. Resilience also teaches humility. It reminds us that success is not owed, progress is not guaranteed, and effort must be repeated. It teaches us to respect time, to honor consistency, and to accept that setbacks are not personal attacks, but part of the curriculum. Life is a classroom, and resilience is the skill that allows you to stay enrolled long enough to graduate. One of the greatest misunderstandings about resilience is that it requires constant strength. It doesn't. Sometimes resilience looks like resting without quitting. Sometimes it looks like asking for help without giving up responsibility. Sometimes it looks like slowing down instead of stopping. Resilience is flexible. It adapts. It survives. Talent can make you feel confident, but resilience makes you reliable. And in the long run, reliability beats brilliance. People trust those who stay. Opportunities follow those who endure. Results come to those who remain consistent long after others have lost interest. If I could give you one piece of advice, it would be this. Do not measure your life by how fast you start, but by how long you last. Do not be discouraged by slow progress. Be discouraged by stopping. Progress compounds, but only for those who continue. You are not behind because you struggled. You are not weak because you fell. You are not failing because it's hard. You are becoming resilient, and resilience is not something you are born with. It is something you earn, one difficult day at a time. Let talent inspire you, but let resilience define you. Let skill support you, but let perseverance carry you. Because when enthusiasm fades, when recognition disappears, when circumstances turn against you, resilience remains. And in the end, it is resilience that outlasts talent, outworks intelligence, and outlives every temporary advantage. The moral is simple and timeless. Talent may start the journey, but resilience finishes it. And the finish line belongs not to the most gifted, but to the most committed.